Hey guys, it's Rachel from Little Ring Lamb, and today I'm doing my May favorites. I'm just going to be filming an intro and outro for this video just because this week has been really difficult and I just don't feel like being in front of the camera this week. And I know I've been saying that sometimes for the last few weeks, like I've been finding it hard and stuff like that. It's not YouTube, it's just something that's going on right now that I don't really want to discuss. But I'm going to just film the products and talk about them when I'm up to it, because I'm not up to it today and this is the only day I have to film. But yeah, that is it. And with that depressing intro, let's get to the fun favorites. Okay, so I'm going to be showing like stuff, obviously visuals, but when I'm talking, I'm just going to be showing this seat of my chair. But basically, I'm feeling much better from when I filmed that intro. I filmed that intro 2 days ago. I just, some health stuff bugging out a bit, you know, my mind doesn't stop swirling, and I'm working on that, because I'm just a very high-strung person all the time, I feel like, which I need to get over. And also I think just my seating for my filming, sometimes I just can't get the seating right, and it just looks horrible, and I'm like half in frame, and then like it's looking down, so my eyes look like I'm like so tired, and it's just me not only like not feeling super in the mood, but then I look back to the footage and I'm like, oh my gosh. So that's why the footage at the beginning looks kind of fuzzy like that, but I'm just gonna get on with the video because that's what we're here for. So my first favorite is a Burts Bees Night Cream with Royal Jelly, and I really like this stuff. I was using a different one last month, but it broke up my skin, and that was because online it says you can use it every day, so I didn't bother reading the actual package, and it said you can only use it 2 to 3 nights a week, which is kind of annoying because I could have really screwed up my skin horribly. It got really bad. I noticed a lot of forehead breakouts, and I usually don't get those at all, so I was wondering what was going on, and my diet hadn't drastically changed. So figured out it was that night cream, not this one. This one I started using because I just wanted a more organic one that is also more budget friendly, and this one is a really good price point. It's about the size of my last one. It's I think a little bit bigger than my last night cream, which was triple the price of it. And I'm really enjoying it so far. It doesn't have a really, I thought it was going to have a beeswax-ish smell, but it doesn't at all, which I really enjoy. It has a really nice florally scent, and I've been using it for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Then my next favorite is actually a magazine article, and it's from The Walrus, which is a Canadian magazine. It's going to be featured in my magazine video, which is going to be coming up sometime this month. This is the 15th anniversary edition of the magazine, and yeah, I'm basically really enjoyed this magazine. I'm not completely through it, but the one article I loved is called Final Edition, and it's by Brett Popplewell, and this one you can actually find online. I've sent it to quite a few people that I thought might be interested in it, and it's all about the Toronto Star, which is a very prominent Canadian newspaper. I believe that's not being ignorant saying Canadian like all over, because most people would know that newspaper. Like out of all the newspapers in my province, I feel like that one is one of the most recognizable. And also across Canada, because there's a few newspapers I even know from different provinces, but it's basically about how they are kind of trying to adapt to the modern world and what's happening with newspapers because of social media and getting the news so much faster. Like, even though a paper could be daily, we're getting our news instantaneously, and it's just hard to keep up. It's kind of like the same thing that news programs are going through, but I feel like news programs almost have a bit easier because they can't adapt to these technologies like Instagram and Snapchat, because their stories are all filmed and they can just put little snippets, whereas newspapers are struggling more. And it was a very interesting article, and they also talked about this one guy, I know his last name's Daniel Dale, and he is basically a reporter for the Toronto Star who corrects basically politicians and what they say. So he's been really focusing on Donald Trump, and like if he says something, just making sure it's fact corrected. And I really like that because I don't love articles that lean politically to any side. Like I don't like reading an article knowing there's like more bias. Like I love the objective where it's like he's just taking a look and just fact checking anybody. And that's like a mass amount of power, which I find is very interesting. I don't like my articles to get too political if I'm just being serious with that. So I really like this stance where it's more about the facts and less about the politics. And it was really interesting, and I actually follow him on Twitter now because I really liked this article. For some reason, it's not even that red in person. But anyway, I'm on the 3rd season. I've never seen the show before, but I'm watching with my friend Ray, and he's a super fan of the show. And we're halfway through, and I'm loving it so much. And every time we go to watch it, we watch about 2 episodes each time we Skype, and each time we finish watching those 2 episodes, I'm just instantly want more. It's such a good show. My other shows this month, I have 3 others. So the first, after Smallville, obviously, second, I guess, is Imposters, and it's on the 2nd season. It just got canceled a few days ago, which is really sad. They just aired their 7th episode this past week. Here they're out of 10 of the 2nd season, but they're in talks at Netflix, so hopefully Netflix will pick it up. But it's still a show I'd give a watch. And if you're a bit nervous because you're like, I don't like to watch shows that like they just ended and they didn't get a proper series finale, apparently their finale is really good. Like, it doesn't wrap up, I don't think, everything, but it's satisfying apparently. But if you want to know and you don't want to take that risk, get back to me in a month and I'll let you know if you should watch it, if the finale wouldn't disappoint and wouldn't make you upset if you're a fan. But it's such a good show. It's about a con woman who basically cons people into marrying her and then takes all their money. And it's about the 3 people she duped and how they go together to try to put a stop to her. And that's kind of the premise of the 1st season. Then I've been watching 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After Season 3, which is airing right now on TV. I love that franchise. It's basically about Americans who date people from different countries. They bring them over on a K-1 visa, which is a fiance visa, and they have to get married within the 90 days, starting when the foreign person hits American soil. And the Happily Ever After is showcasing couples that have been on the show before on the 90 Day Fiance, but this is like just showing how their lives are progressing now that they don't have the pressure of getting married. They are actually married and dealing with that. Then the last show is Our Wild Life, which is another TLC show, which is getting quite a bit of controversy, but I really do enjoy it. And it's basically about this family who has 80 exotic animals, or 80 plus exotic animals. They have like a sloth and they have a lemur, and they basically have like a kind of zoo. Like, I read online, like they do zoo, like kind of like a mini zoo tours and stuff like that, but it chronicles them really just loving on their animals. And I really enjoy that, and I watch that with my best friend. For music, I've been enjoying quite a few things. The first is Dermot Kennedy. He's an artist I found after listening to Pop Culture Happy Hour's South by Southwest review. It's a podcast I listen to, the Pop Culture Happy Hour, and they have that South by Southwest episode every year, which is one I really look forward to. And they were doing a showcase on Dermot Kennedy, and I really love the songs Glory and Moments Past, but in general I enjoy his EPs. Mike Dean presents Dermot Kennedy, and his first EP, Doves and Ravens. And I'm going to try to link this all below and link the Pop Culture Happy Hour. It might not happen the night it's posted, but it will be the next day. Then I've been enjoying the song Insecure by Amara La Negra, and then 2 songs by Cardi B, I Like It and I Do. Just really been loving those songs. Really, I Like It's been like my favorite song of the month, I feel like, for like an upbeat song, because it's just so poppy. And I really love, like, just such a good song. And then a podcast I've been really enjoying is Sandra, which was a bit of a mini-series podcast, I believe I'm remembering correctly. It was 8 episodes. And basically, that podcast, I really wanted to make a 2nd season. They had a lot of big celebrity voices voicing characters like Ethan Hawke, for example. And it was basically, I feel like I keep saying basically so much, sorry people. It was about pretty much a Surrey, like, it's people who are pretty much like Surreys for people. So it's not a machine controlling. If you're like, I want to know about birds, it's somebody actually looking at this information and working in this company to help you, and it's more personable. And it was really interesting. I just really, it was sad because the episodes are like 20 something minutes, and I really wanted them to be longer, and I want more content. And it's actually been picked up to become a TV show, which is quite exciting. Also, another random favorite of mine is actually some news favorites. So one of my things that I was most excited about was one of you guys let me know that they're making a movie of the truth about the Harry Coubert affair, or not a movie, a miniseries. And it has Patrick Dempsey in it, and it looks like it's going to be really good, and I'm so excited. If you guys have been watching my book content, I rave about that book. I love that book. I can't even really enjoy thrillers as much. It broke me. It broke me. It was the thriller to destroy all. Like, if somebody can tell me a book better, when it comes to thrillers that has more twists and turns, I would love them because I just want one that gives me those feels back. And then after reflecting back on the month, it's always great to look forward. So these are two things I am looking forward to. One, as I mentioned up top, I'm looking forward to my health update. I've been dealing with some health issues for the past decade of my life. It's very frustrating, and I constantly swirl, not negative, but I have to brace myself for negative and positive. And I am looking forward to that update. I get it this upcoming week. And I'm hoping we have some answers. That's all I want. All I want is some answers. Unless there are answers that I don't like, then I might not want them, but it's important to have them. And yeah, I'm just, happy to be getting that going because I am going away to school next year and I just need to get it all figured out because I can deal with being sick and not feeling well almost every single day. I deal with that. I haven't for the past year. I've been actually really, really good. But most days I don't feel 100% and I deal with it. I get my stuff done. That's one thing about me. I'm highly motivated to get stuff done that's important, but it does wear and tear on me and I don't want to have to crash or get really badly sick because I'm pushing myself harder than I need to be. But yeah. And then also I include that stuff because sometimes I feel like I'm getting divulging too much, but I include that stuff also for my own knowledge in the future. Because it's kind of like a diary. And the other thing I'm looking forward to is swimming. We have a pool. It's literally outside my bedroom. And I'm looking forward to swimming. I have a new bathing suit. I had a new one last year too, but I've been really enjoying the one-piece suits, people. And I got one I'm really excited to wear because the top half looks kind of like it's not like a shirt, but it has embellishment. So I could wear it with a pair of black shorts, around my house. And it kind of looks like a casual outfit, which is kind of what I was going for because my other one I cannot do that with because it's not appropriate for that. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to swimming. Last summer, I remember I just took the weekend off from talking to everybody, besides obviously my family who I live with. But I remember just laying in the pool for hours and just swimming and just clearing my head. And I just want to get back to that feeling. And take advantage more so of the pool because the last few years I feel like I haven't fully just because I'm older now and I'm not home all day to swim. And then if I'm filming or something, I don't want to get my hair wet. But anyway, that has been my long rambly favorites. I'm sorry if I talked too much or stumbled over my words. It's just been a long day. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys later. Bye.